Welcome everyone to BFB and Teapot, but only contestants with spring and summer colors. Contestants who do not have pink, white, yellow, orange, or green will be removed from the game, but they can have other colors as long as they have one or more of those listed previously. After that, it will go as normal, with the most voted, or least voted after BFB 16, being eliminated. There's all the not spring and summer color contestants being removed. And now we move on to the first elimination. In BFB 1, Lightning forgot to fly, so Iance ended up being unable to retrieve a basket this time. Pencil received the most votes with 4,595, which was the biggest ever at the time. Leafy is apparently not great at managing the team without harming everyone on it, so her team loses in BFB 2. In the next episode, she gets eliminated by double the votes David had. Team Ice Cube, from the looks of it, managed to break the swing, likely due to Bommy exploding. He's not here, so maybe they were just not fast enough. This is also the first change in the order, as Gelatin leaves the game since Bracelety isn't here. Deathpact loses due to Pen's blasphemous abomination of a drawing, not helped by the fact that the team was preoccupied with preventing Forks from hitting them. However, Pen does not get eliminated, but Tree instead. Beep is the first team to lose twice, even though it isn't twice in a row at least. This is because Robati was weighing them down and David wasn't able to lift them away from the cliff fast enough. Robati is the one who leaves. Bell isn't here, so instead Yellowface would have to use his add powers to break the basket that the losers are hiding beneath. Loser would still be eliminated in a massive landslide, as he does still exist. A better name than that would still be stuck on the moon, unable to complete the challenge, as there would be nobody down there to defend their goal. 8-Ball is still here, so he would get out. Wow, we really aren't seeing much change, are we? His placement is a multiple of 8 though, so that's cool. Free Food is the second to last team to lose a member because they did not answer a question this time. Puffball was an accomplice to Stapy cheating in the real episode, and I could see her being the other one to do the cheating herself. She also gets out. Next, Beep loses for a third time as Balloony is dead, Cloudy can't throw, and David refuses to. Predictably, David is out of the game here. Just like Leafy gets eliminated as normal, she also rejoins onto the losers as she normally would. This also means that everyone who got eliminated after her moves down one spot in terms of their placements. Flower continually gets blocked from reaching the top of the stairs, and eventually her team loses because of it, making Iance the second team to lose twice. However, Snowball is the one who leaves the game, likely due to his treatment of Fanny. Fiery Jr. spends the entire time arguing with Spongy about which of them is the imposter, as that definitely seems like something he would do. He would get out, obviously. At long last, 8 Names finally loses because they weren't able to find an emerald in time. Took them long enough to be up for elimination. Dora is the one to get out despite her new hairdo. Flower trips Spongy to keep him from getting to 4 before she can, which means he loses and automatically gets eliminated since there is nobody else left on the team. Split time! Spongy rejoins, and Loser does too, with everyone who gets eliminated after him moving down 1 spot in terms of their placements. Meanwhile, everyone who switches to Teapot, 20 contestants in total, ties for 9th place. The Havcots lose the first challenge of post-split BFB, and like in the canon episode, Balloony is the one who gets eliminated. The Have-Nots lose because their tower is the first to get destroyed, because Flower's petals are apparently capable of dealing hefty damage to the structural integrity. Spongy gets out since he rejoined unfairly and because people are still mad about his actions in BFB 14. The Have-Nots fired Spongy's ship's laser at the sun to make it brighter, which helped X's aloe vera to grow and causing the Havcots to lose. Between her and Leafy, Lollipop gets out, though not necessarily for anything she did or didn't do, leaving the Lemon Leaf as the only Havcot left. Just like in the real episode, both Leafy and the Have-Nots try various strategies to douse X's flames that engulf them. Leafy ultimately prevails, so one of the Have-Nots will go to the BRB. It's Loser despite his popularity. Since Leafy is the only Havcot remaining, the challenge would have to be something else entirely, since she has no teams to get gifts for her. Whatever it ends up being, the Have-Nots lose again. Then there's a very close vote where Taco ultimately leaves, just 1 short of Flower. The challenge would have to be modified from what it actually is, but I think it would be the same basic concept. Leafy throws the challenge to get Fiery off the hook and mend their friendship, but pays the price of auto-elimination since she has no teammates. Since there are only 2 contestants left, both on the same team, whoever got the most votes in BFB 23 will be the winner of BFB. Fiery had the most with 17,899, making him a 2-time winner. Now it's time to move on to Teapot, from episodes 1 through 9. Per my color rules, neither winner or price tag are eligible to join the game, the latter because only their face is white. Non-Existy would have joined if they were the most voted, but they're colorless, so also disqualified. Instead, Avocado joins in winner's place and Battery joins in price tag's place. Even though Lightning doesn't forget to fly, he does forget to carry Marker and Fanny to the top of the hotel, and they get too tired to finish so end up losing. Marker is the first contestant to be eliminated from Teapot because of this. The strongest team on Earth is not so strong because they end up not even having a singular block on top of their podium. Since Foldy isn't present in the game, Eggy is out of here. Team 8's failed super hard as they ended up without anything at all to show. Between her and Coiny, Saw gets out even though it was within a couple hundred votes. Even though the S actually has a performance with Yellowface in this version of the timeline, 2 really does not like how it turns out, so they get a 0 out of 10. Sadly, Cloudy is the one who gets punished for it despite not doing anything wrong. Just Not was the first team to let their funny plant die because Cake poured water that was on a Yellowface skull onto it. However, Book is the one who gets eliminated. Death Pact again was the second team to lose twice in the season because they had to kill the flower in order to save Ice Cube, which they could have let Ice Cube die as, unlike the funny plant, she can just get recovered, no? Fanny is eliminated by a very slim margin. The fish-shaped submarine explodes, with the strongest team causing them to be unable to recover a plate. Since Eggy is gone, this means Basketball will be eliminated here instead. Also, Coiny manages to snatch the last plate from Eraser at the last second, and we'll assume that there are only 4 plates since Teardrop isn't present. Just like normal, Fries is eliminated. Instead of vomit cereal, since Rocky isn't here, they somehow end up burning the cereal or something, causing them to get the worst score. Clock would get out here as he normally does. Lightning would get the second worst score because he thought trying to feed 2 alive piranha would be a good idea, resulting in him being auto-eliminated as there's nobody else left on his team. Not exactly sure how they would lose this challenge, but they do in one way or another. Cake would get out just like in the normal episode. Yellowface would still not succeed in fixing the crack in the moon as he still grabs the scribble thing. Ice Cube can't run away from this elimination, ironically enough since Yellowface took her legs. Not much to say, just everyone on Are You OK fell off the balance beam first. Tennis Ball is out as he has the least votes. Not much to add here either, and Coiny gets auto-eliminated due to being the only remaining member of his team, though he would be out anyways. Since Teardrop isn't here, that means this is just a solo elimination. Additionally, without Barfbag as the catalyst for the zombification, there would have to be a different challenge. Nonetheless, Just Not loses, and Battery would get slightly fewer votes than Pillow. And that's our final 7. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.